Alright, what is up, guys? It's Sam right here with another episode for the new very first visual novel, the YouTube channel for Steins, baby. Alright, so from our last episode, we were at some radio place with a bunch of floors, Okabe Rintaro, or Hyoin Kyoma. And Mayuri went to a building so they could look at the the presentation about time travel, because there was supposed to be a presentation for anyone that wanted to come in. And then they also met Kurisu Makima, but well, Okabe didn't really know what she was talking about, okay, because it's the first time that they actually met. And also there was an explosion at the top of the building, so yeah. So in this episode, we're going out to where we last left off on. I hope I've actually found it, because I didn't know how to save on this game, but I did figure it out. So I don't know. That's why I'm looking. And even if we find it, you can't sell it. Okay. So what they're talking about is that they got some sort of a metal upa, something like that. It's supposed to be really rare. That's what Okabe. Well, that's what Kyoma got. And then Mayuri said, oh, that's an expensive one. So Okabe gave it to her, only for Mayuri to soon lose it. So that's why she was in a corner and didn't follow Okabe. So
その1万円、この俺の研究資金にしてやる。
Mwahahaha. 10,000 yen will fund my research.
だから売らないってば。マユシの名前書いちゃったし。
I said you can't sell it. It even has Mayushi's name on it. Thus begins our search for the metal upa.
トゥットゥルー、ウーパさん、出ておいで。
Do upa, come out, wherever you are. Mayuri tries calling its name. I don't know if she truly expected a response. By the way, doo-doo-doo is Mayuri's catchphrase. I have no idea what this even means, though, but it means something. It means... Actually, I'm very bothered to ask what it means. Anyway, the metal upa is nowhere to be found. Somewhere in this building. Maybe she didn't drop in the assembly hall, but on the 7th floor landing near the capsule toy machine. Another possibility is that someone with an eye for rare items pilfered it. Just imagining the smug grin on that person's face makes me writhe in envy.
おのれ、金にしか興味のない下劣なやつめ、恥を知れ。
What kind of man steals a helpless girl's toy? Is there nothing in his heart but the lust for money? Wouldn't that be him?
おかりんもね。
Sounds like you, Okarin. Whoa, wasn't expecting that from Mayuri. Wait, what? Dun. What was that?
姫かな。
Was that a scream? I think so. Only the presenter and a few other people are left in the assembly hall. Including Mayuri and me, less than half of the audience remains. Everyone looks at each other anxiously, startled by the scream. Even I cannot suppress a shiver. First the explosion on the roof, now this. What's going on here? Mayuri squeezes my hand tight.
マユリ、ここにいろ。
Stay here, Mayuri. I take a deep breath, prepare myself, and head in the direction of the scream. The echoes lead me down a dark, empty hallway on the same floor. I'm pretty sure it came from around that corner. I crouch down and turn the corner slowly, keeping my eyes and ears peeled for any signs of danger. And there, at the end of the passage, I see it. There's something on the ground. No, someone. Motionless. Who is it? The clothes are familiar. It can't be. What? Makise Kurisu. Her face is turned away, but I know it's her. The impertinent genius girl I just fought with 10 minutes ago is now face down in a pool of bright red blood. She's dead. No. But
なんで
why? Suddenly, I realize that I'm shaking. I want to run away. I shouldn't have come. This is wrong. Someone killed Makise Kurisu. There's no other explanation. Who would do such a thing? There's no one else here. Wah! I twist around in shock. Some other men have followed me, and every one of them is ghastly pale. They must have seen the body.
警察を呼べ
Call the police! Man cries out in panic. At this, everyone else starts screaming and running away. I follow them. Of course, there's absolutely no reason to stay here. Concern for Makise Kurisu is superseded by my instinctive urge to flee. Oh shit. When I get back to the assembly hall, Mayuri is waiting for me with tears in her eye.
オカリンどうしたの？
What happened, Ocarine?
出るぞ
We're leaving. I grab Mayuri's hand and run. I rush down the stairs, trying to drive the image of Kurisu's dead body from my mind. But I can't. The redness of her blood is burned into my mind, more than the sight of the body itself. That was my first time seeing a dead body. Is this what it's like? When I realized that she was dead, I felt chilling terror and a surge of nausea. But that was all I felt. Fear and disgust. Shouldn't there be something more? I guess I just didn't know her that well. Oh shit. Oh, there's the ambulance. I finally stopped once we got out to the main street. Chodori. My chest pounds. My breathing labored from running down the stairs at full speed.
ねえねえ、何があったの？顔色すごく悪いけど。
Hey, what happened? You look really pale. Mayuri doesn't seem to comprehend the situation. I guess that's because she didn't see the body. She's not even breathing hard. She looks slow, but she's actually pretty fast on her feet.
人が死んでた
Someone died. Eh? I take several deep breaths. The color of that blood is still stains in my brain, but I've calmed down a bit. Makise Kurisu is dead. Now I don't know who the killer is. Sirens in the distance. I guess an ambulance will be here soon. Then the police will arrive, and this area will become a crime scene. But for now, the crowd milling through Akihabara have no idea what has happened. Oh, new tip. Got a new tip. Everyone is going about their business, as usual. The never-ending search for the electronics, moe, and porn. Just another day in Akihabara. I take my phone out of my pocket, perhaps out of reflex. I'm not sure what I plan to do with it. Oh, I know. My friend Daru, I'll tell him what happens just now, since he knows about Makise Kurisu. I suppose it might be disrespectful to the victim. But my adrenaline is pumping. Can't make calm decisions after witnessing something like that firsthand. That's how humans are, after all. We're not as special as we like to believe. At the end of the day, we're nothing but dirty, slime-like flesh. Our souls fester like semen left to rot in the womb. What? That's how we humans are. While wallowing in a bit of angst, I began to type on my phone. Trouble. Someone stabbed Makise Kurisu. Looked bad. Hope she's okay. I don't know if she was stabbed. That just seemed like the most logical explanation, given the amount of blood and the absence of a gunshot. On the other hand, I didn't write she was dead. even though I'm pretty sure she was. I can't exactly explain why I didn't. If I had to say, I guess I felt like writing it down was set in stone. It might make me feel guilty as well. A thoughts bring a smirk to my face. It's not like I'm the one who killed her. Why should I feel guilty? I just saw someone's death up close, and only a few minutes later, I'm smiling. Am I really that cruel and cold? Well, I am a fiendish mad scientist, so it suits me. I finished typing and placed my thumb over the send button. And then I pressed down. Sending. Oh. What? What was that? Wait. Look around.
消えた。
They're gone? Summer break. Noon. The busiest street in town. Just now, thousands of pedestrians vanished into thin air. Is this a dream? Am I hallucinating? I don't know. But they're gone. I saw them vanish with my own 2 eyes. Oh shit, there's like nobody around. I stand petrified, speechless, and alone on the empty street. Desperate to find someone. Anyone. I'll look up. And there, at the top of Radikon, sticking out from the 8th floor event hall where we just were. Oh shit, it's the satellite thing. Is a crashed satellite. Oh, it's the trailer. Oh, neat. There's no end though. There's a start and something. As own powers, it runs. I can't even read half of it. It's like blended in. It just cuts out. I wasn't even expecting it to have an opening. Let's go, Steins Gate! They might probably flag this for copyright, to be honest, but who the fuck cares? I don't get paid on this thing. Let's go. I wonder what caused it to fall down. And why there? Steins Gate. Prologue of the beginning and the end. Prologue cleared. Oh, I got a quick save.
おい、
Oh,
そこの貴様。俺たちが見えているか。
hey, you. Can you see us?
なぜ何も答えない。貴様に聞いているんだぞ。モニターのそっち側にいる貴様にだ。
Why won't you answer? I'm asking you a question. Yes, you on the other side of the monitor.
間抜け面をしよってつまらんやつだ。
Your silence only strengthens my hypothesis.
貴様からだと俺たちはテレビのモニターの中にいるように見えるだろうな。だがそれは大きな間違いだ。
I suppose that, from your perspective, it appears that we are the ones inside the monitor. But that's where you're wrong.
モニターの中にいるのは貴様なのだよ。貴様が現実だと思っているその世界は、実は全て虚構。もちろん、貴様自身もな。
For it is you who are inside. Your reality is nothing but lies and shadows. Naturally, that includes you too. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, my reality is a bunch of lies, though. I mean, like, our government's corrupted, let's be honest, bro. Alright, the world sucks.
真の現実。それはこちら側にある。
True reality is on this side of the screen.
自分が何を指摘されているのかすら分かっていないか。無理もない。
Don't believe me? I don't blame you. Few are those who can handle the truth.
まあいい。貴様には分かりやすく、俺たちのことについて説明してやろうではないか。
But no matter, I shall speak in simpler terms, easy enough for even you to understand.
まず、俺たちがいるのはどこかということだ。ここは東京、秋葉原にある未来ガジェット研究所だ。俺たちは普段、ラボと呼んでいる。世界の支配構造を作り変えるという我が野望の拠点だな。
This is the Future Gadget Laboratory, located in the Akihabara district of Tokyo. We call it simply the Lab. Our purpose is to shatter the system and plunge the world into chaos. Damn, that's
そう
crazy.
なんだ。悪いことしちゃダメなんだよ、オカリン。
Really? You shouldn't do bad things. Oh, Karin. Man, my ear is too innocent.
まあ入りは少し黙っていろ。
Quiet. I'm a mad scientist. Remember?
駅から出たら中央通りを進み、末広町駅の交差点を蔵前橋通りへ左折。次の信号の一歩手前の路地を入ると、大檜山ビルという古臭い雑居ビルがある。その2階に、我がラボは今日構えている。
From the station, head down Chodori until you reach Seihirocho Station. Then take a left onto Kuramabashi Dori. In the alley before the traffic light, you'll find the rundown Ohiyama building. The lab is on the second floor.
目印は、ビル1階にあるブラウン管工房というマニアックなテナントだな。
On the first floor is a store of ill repute called the Braun Tube Workshop. You can't miss it.
今時、旧式のブラウン管テレビだけを扱っているショップだ。いかに電気街である秋葉原といえども、需要があるとは思えない。寂れた店なのだ。
It deals exclusively in CRT monitors, of all things. Can you imagine, even in the heart of Akihabara Electric Town, that the demand for CRT is practically non-existent?
だが、
Damn.
ブラウン管工房店長である天王寺というおっさんは、このビルのオーナーでもある。
But the proprietor of the Braun Tube Workshop, Tennoji, is also the owner of the building.
ゆえに、今や急ピッチで都市開発が進み、しかも高騰しているこの秋葉原であろうと、道楽丸出しの店を構えていられるというわけだ。
That's how he can afford to maintain his ridiculously niche hobby shop, even as land value continues to rise.
幸いにもあの店長は、人を見る目はあるようでな。この俺のカリスマ性を見抜き、ビル2階を丸々ワンフロア、ただ同然で貸してくれたのだ。ふわ
He may seem a rough sort, but he was no match for my charisma. Now the entire second floor is mine for next to nothing. Mwahahahaha.
だが、未来ガジェット研究所は深刻な人材不足のため、優秀な研究員を随時募集中だ。今のところ、所属研究員は、
I digress. What? The Future Gadget Laboratory is currently experiencing a severe shortage of manpower. We welcome dedicated scientists from all fields to apply. At present, our researchers are.
オカリンオカリン、そこはラボメンって言わなきゃ。所属研究員じゃなくて。
Ocarina, you gotta say lab mems, not researchers.
ラボメン、すなわちラボラトリーメンバーは俺を含めて3人である。
Our lab mems, laboratory members, are 3.
ラボメンナンバー001。ラボ創設者にして狂気のマッドサイエンティストであるこの俺、法院京馬。
I am the founder of the Future Gadget Lab, lab member number 001, the insane mad scientist, Yoi Kyoma.
オカリンって呼び方の方が可愛いのに。
Ocarina is cuter, though.
そしてコスプレ
Cosplay.
が趣味の高一点、ラボメンナンバー002、椎名真由里。
Next, we have our resident cosplayer and only female member, lab member number 002, Sheena Mayuri.
てってる、マユシーです。着るんじゃなくて作るのが趣味だよ。
Kami Mayushi. I like making costumes more than wearing them.
最後にスーパーハカー、ラボメンナンバー003、橋田至だ。
And last, we have our resident super hacker, lab member number 003, Hashida Itaru.
スーパーハカーって呼ぶなよ。スーパーハッカーだろ、上皇。
Stop calling me that. It's super hacker, duh.
そんな我々3人で構成される未来ガジェット研究所の活動内容はそのものズバリ発明である。
Here at the Future Gadget Laboratory, we devote ourselves to the art of invention.
詳細は我がラボのホームページを見てくれ。
For details, see our lab's homepage. They have that?
もちろん闇の支配権力と戦うための未来ガジェットが最優先事項だが、その研究から派生する副産物的な発明も多い。というか、今のところはそっちばかりだ。
Our top priority, of course, is to develop weapons for the war with the Dark Dominions, but that research has spawned a number of odd-shot inventions. In fact, that's all it spawned.
すでに我々は8つの未来ガジェットを完成させた。だが、これはまだ序章でしかない。未来ガジェットのアイデアは俺の中に108まであるのだ。
Our arsenal of future gadgets is up to 8, but this is just the beginning. I have a total of 108 inventions to create. Damn.
某テニス漫画みたいにですね。わかります。
Like in that tennis manga, right? I get it.
人の煩悩の数といえ、このアットチャンネルのめ。
No, it's the number of earthly desires and mortals, you at-channel junkie.
それと、俺が話しているのだから口出しをするなと言っているだろ。
And I thought I told you not to interrupt me when I'm talking.
そもそもオカリン、さっきからなんで独り言喋ってんの？
Yeah, wouldn't want to interrupt you talking to yourself.
独り言ではない。見てわからないのか。俺は今、モニターの向こうにいるこいつに話しかけているのだ。
I'm not talking to myself. Can't you see? I'm talking to the person behind the monitor.
あ、今その人、にやりって笑った。
You just grinned. How'd you know, Marie?
おのれ貴様、何を笑っているのか。モニターの中の存在のくせに。
What are you grinning about? Damn you. You don't even exist outside that monitor.
こっちみんなって言ってやれば？
Just say, don't look at me.
通じないんじゃないかな。
I don't think that's gonna work.
俺たちに話しかけられていることにすら気づいていないらしいな。自覚がないというのは実に不幸なことだ。
It appears our attempts to communicate have failed. It's sad to see someone so deeply in denial of reality.
その人にしてみたら、マユシーたちがゲームみたいに見えてるのかな。
Maybe they think we're in the game. I mean, to be honest, you guys are. You're in a visual novel, so.
そいつには現実なのかゲームなのかっていう発想さえないんじゃね？
I doubt it's even occurred to them.
じゃあ、ダル君の大好きな二次元の女の子たちもそうなの？
But aren't your 2D girlfriends the same way?
それは別。あの子たちは僕の嫁だから。
That's different. Those girls are my wives.
誰の嫁の話はどうでもいい。
Nobody cares about your harem.
でもさ、マユシの言ったことって興味深いテーマじゃん。もし仮に僕たちがゲームの中の住人だとしたら、それを見極める術はあると思う？
But Mayushi touched upon a very interesting theme, you know. What if we're actually just characters in a game? Anyway, we can know for sure.
ないな。
No.
即答かよ。
Come on.
故に、そのような議論は不毛。世界の支配構造を打ち砕く方法について考える方がよほど有意義だ。
Such questions are meaningless. Our time is better spent thinking of ways to destroy the system.
中二病、オツ。
Nice Chunibyo, bro. I step back from the monitor. Displayed on the screen is the ugly, cute character Alpaca Man. This is a game called Alpaca Man 2, where you speak to Alpaca Man via a microphone and watch him react. The game exploded in popularity when it was released 10 years ago, but personally, I find only the ugly part of the ugly cute to be true. I bought it yesterday, 500 yen used, headset included. I turned to Daru with a menacing
黙
glare.
れスーパーハカ。俺は中二病ではない。
Shut it, Haka. I'm no Chunibyu patient. I sweep my hair back and flash a devilish grin.
おーい。今日まだ。
I am Yoi Kyoma.
そういう設定っしょ。
That's your character's name, right?
やれやれ。誰の人とのコミュニケーションの取れなさはどれだけ経っても治らないな。
Oh, Daru, your communication skills are beyond compare.
アニメのオフ会じゃ僕がいつも場を盛り上げてるっつうの。
Oh, have you know, I go to a ton of offline meets, and I'm always the life of the party. This fat, best spectacle guy is my brother in arms and right-hand man, Hashida Taru, nickname Daru. He's a hardcore otaku. You can always find him in front of the computer, playing games and watching anime. He has 2D wives on whom he cheats with 3D maids. I don't agree with his preferences, but to him, anything's fine as long as it's moe. He's the reliable and skilled partner who brings my ideas to fruition. Despite his insistence that software is his forte, he shows remarkable aptitude with hardware as well.
針指に刺さった。
Ow, the needle bit my finger. Over here, nursing a prickled finger, we have Sheena Murray, a 16-year-old high school student, if you can believe it. I've known her since we were both small. She's also an otaku, nowhere near Daru's level though. This ditzy girl is in charge of the lab's official costume division for women, and today she's working on costumes at her usual leisurely pace. Why does the Future Gadget Laboratory need costumes for women? It doesn't. The truth is that Maruri is completely useless. Still, there's no way I would ever kick her out. After all, she was the first one to join the Future Gadget Laboratory. I still remember the day Maruri first came to the lab. It was spring. She said to me,
マユシーはオカリンの人質だからここにいようと思います。
Mayushi is Okarin's hostage. I belong here. It's a weird way to put it. Well, that certainly was cryptic. What her offer was my salvation. For she was the first to join me on my magnificent quest. She saved me from a solitary life on the run from the organization. I will never forget her kindness. Mayuri doesn't have to be useful. Her being here is enough.
で、オカリン、アルパカマンは反応したん？
So, did Alpacaman say anything?
いや、全然。
Nope, nothing. The human-faced alpaca inside the monitor was completely unresponsive. So unresponsive, you'd think the game was bugged. Whatever. I give up. Never again will I play this boring game.
この不愛想アルパカめが
Damn antisocial alpaca. I curse his name and smack the TV as soon as I do. The TV makes it sound like it's shorted, then the screen goes blank. I change the channel. Nothing. Check the power cable. Nothing. Whack it again. Nothing. I guess it's broken. Damn. This crummy TV is on lease from the Braun Tube workshop downstairs. It's probably just old.
きっとね、アルパカさんが怒っちゃったんだよ。
You made Mr. Alpaca angry.
後で修理できるか聞きに行かなければ
Damn. I have to get it repaired later. I turn off the TV and lie down on the couch. I'm fed up with the humidity of Japanese summers. I stare at a conspicuous stain on the ceiling while fanning myself. I close my eyes. And what naturally comes to mind is that impossible scene I saw an hour ago.
消えた
They're gone. As I left Radicon, everyone vanished before my eyes. I can't explain it. And it wasn't just the people in the streets. The people in the stores, gone. In the restaurants, gone. Even the cars vanished, drivers and all. It all happened in the blink of an eye. Suddenly, an empty city spread before me. I could still hear the music from the stores. Those catchy melodies were the only sound of life remaining. Heat was rising from the asphalt in waves, but I felt only a cold chill down my spine. I just stood there, breathless.
どうかした？
What's wrong? Mayuri's voice brought me back to reality. Mayuri hadn't disappeared. She was right there, looking at me with questioning eyes.
今人が消えたよな
Everyone disappeared just now, right? Huh?
消えただろ今目の前で
You saw it too, right? Just now, before our very eyes. Panic took hold as the enormity of what had just happened struck me. Unable to control myself, I grabbed Mayuri by her slender shoulder and shook her.
マユリも見たか見たよな
Did you see it, Mayuri? You saw it, right? Mayuri's head flopped back and forth from my shaking. Oh. I didn't see anything.
見てない
You didn't? I stopped shaking her, looked straight into her eyes. She returned my gaze with eyes clear as glass marbles.
見ていない見ていないのか
You
だ
saw
ってついさっきまでここにはたくさんの人たちが歩いていたんだぞ
You saw nothing? Nothing at all? There were people here a second ago, weren't there?
歩いてたかな？
There were?
それに店員まで消えているこんなことはいくらなんでもありえない
Even the store employees are gone. That's impossible by any measure.
それは仕方ないと思うよ。
Of course they are. Her reply didn't make any sense.
とにかくね、最初からこの辺には誰もいなかったよ。あ、そっか。オカリンは幻を見てたんだね。
It was like this when we got here. Oh, I know. You're seeing things, aren't you?
きっとこの暑さのせいだよ。トゥットゥルー。
I'm sure it's because of the heat. Do-do-do. How can she laugh at a time like this? I always thought she was a bit strange, but maybe her brain is actually broken. I realized that she couldn't help me. With nowhere else to turn, I looked up at the bright blue sky. There wasn't a cloud in sight. The scorching summer sun shone bright through the gaps between Akihaba's building. Naturally, my eyes drifted to the top floor of Radicon where it had been just a moment before. There it was, an enormous machine, like some kind of satellite embedded in the roof of the building where, not 5 minutes before, I had found Makise Kurisu's body in a pool of blood. What happened to her? Just before everyone disappeared, I could have sworn I heard an ambulance siren. Makise Kurisu might still be in that dark, narrow passageway, cold, bloody, and alone. The thought disturbed me, but the question at the forefront of my mind was,
そもそもあの人工衛星は一体なんだ
what the hell is that satellite doing there? Right before Dr. Nakabachi's presentation, the building shook like a bomb had exploded. The roof door lock had been broken, and beyond it, someone had placed a satellite-like machine, shrouded in smoke and glowing dust. When I first saw it, the satellite was on the rooftop. That's not what I was seeing now. This satellite had penetrated the top floor of the building, obliterating the room where Dr. Nakabachi's press conference had been held. Must have fallen out of orbit without burning up in the atmosphere, somehow. I knew it was crazy, but what other explanation could there be? The real question was, when did that happen? Ooh.
マユリあの人工衛星だが
Mayuri, about that satellite.
びっくりしたね。
Yup, what a surprise, huh?
びっくりしただと何がびっくりしたのだ
What do you mean, what was a surprise?
ドカーンってすっごい音がしたもん。
It made a huge kaplow sound. A huge kaplow. It certainly did make a sound. But I don't think it was kaplow. I'd say it was more like zzzz.
あの人工衛星は落ちてきたのか
Did that satellite fall out of the sky?
来たのかな。宇宙人さん乗ってるのかな。
Did it? Do you think any aliens were on board? Had I lost my mind? What I had seen didn't match at all with what Mayuri was saying. Suddenly, nothing seemed real. Had I dreamt it all?
そこの君たち
Hey, you too. Just then, a uniformed policeman ran up to us, his expression stirred.
ここで何をやってるんだここらは今立ち入り禁止だすぐに出て行きなさい
What do you think you're doing here? This area is off limits. You have to leave.
ごめんなさい。
We're sorry.
それより制服警官さん仮にあなたを警官 A と名付けるが一つ聞きたいことがあるんです
First, my good man, let's call you Officer A. I have one question.
警官 A って
Officer A?
今ここで数千人の通行人が一瞬で消えたんですあなたも見ましたよね
Thousands of people just vanished. You saw it too, didn't you?
見ていないいいから早く出て行け
What are you talking about? Get out of here. I was quickly losing confidence in my own memories. I decided to tell him about Makise Kurisu and get him to call an ambulance. But before I could,
さっきから何をバカなことばかり言っているんだ
Look, I don't have time for your nonsense. The police took me by the upper arm and said, No one got stabbed at Radicon. What? How could he say that with such certainty? While still trying to comprehend the situation, the policeman forcefully led us away. We were escorted up to the UPX and released. There were people at UPX, like usual. Actually, there were far more people than usual. The place was packed. Just as Officer A had said, Chudori had been blockaded by police, so nobody could enter. There was nothing we could do, so we headed back to the lab. That brings us to the present. I'm baffled. Did the whole hour since the beginning of Nakabachi's presentation really happen? I check online for any news. The net is buzzing about the mysterious machine that crashed into Radicon. All of the major stations in Tokyo, even To TV, are running special bulletins about it. Fortunately, it doesn't look like anyone was hurt. but Chudori is still closed off. Akihabara Station is jammed with reporters and curious onlookers. Nobody has mentioned anything about the disappearance of thousands of people from Akiba Street, nor about Maxi Kurisu's murder. It's all a mystery. A mystery.
そうか。そういうことか。
I see. So that's it. From the sofa, it sprang to my feet, a wide grin on my face. Darumari turned and stared.
これもすべて機関の隠蔽工作ということだな。
There's
警
an
察にすら圧力をかけられるということは、この国の中枢ももはや奴らの手の内にあるということ。なんということだ。
This is all an elaborate cover-up by the organization. Their influence has corrupted local law enforcement, which means our entire government may already be under their control. My God.
だが、俺の目はごまかせんぞ。いつか必ず奴らの所業を暴き、その支配構造に終止符を打ってやる。
But they underestimated me, for I am not so easily played. One day, I will expose their deeds and put an end to their reign. Having come to a satisfactory conclusion, I take a celebratory bottle of Dr. P, my favorite soda, from the fridge. The lab has no air conditioning. Ice cold drinks are essential.
頭脳労働の後のドクターペッパーは相変わらず最高にうまいな。
Ah, an lecture intellectual is a drink fit for a genius.
コーラの方がよくね？
Cola's better.
オカリンは本当にドクターペッパーさんが大好きだよね。
Ocarina really loves his Dr. P. I like how they say Dr. Peppa, but they just call it Dr. P in the English translation.
この知的飲料の良さがわからないやつは人生の5分の1を損しているぞ。
No, I feel like Coke Zero is better, no cap. I pity the man who knows not the greatest of this beverage. Mwahahahaha. Step through the curtain dividing its center, and you'll enter the heart of the future gadget laboratory, the development room. Just as the name implies, this is the room where we develop future gadgets. Needless to say, it is strictly off limits to outsiders. Yes, I know the setup's cheap. I would much rather have an airlock than a curtain, but our research budget is already scraping the bottom of the barrel. Besides, what's important isn't money, it's ambition. I poked Daru and bid him follow me into the development room. All of the windows here are weather stripped with packing tape, so it's dim and hot, almost like a sauna. I've been wanting to buy an air conditioner for the lab, but there's no money for that. We're currently accepting donations. Upon entering the development room, I pick up the lab coat that's lazily dragged on the chair and put it on. I always wear a lab coat in the development room, for practical reasons as well as symbolic ones. Daru, however, refuses to wear his. Putting it on and taking it off is apparently too much trouble for him. He can't be bothered to do anything that doesn't interest him. It's men like him who give our generations a bad name. His lab coat, purchased for my own pocket money, I might add, just sits on the shelf. It's never been worn, probably never will be. Wait, if you had pocket money, why didn't you just buy the AC first?
だろ
What?
計画は順調に推移しているか。
Daru, is the plan progressing smoothly?
計画ってなんぞ？
What plan? Daru gives me a blank look. I sigh and turn his attention to the table in the middle of the room. Sitting majestically on the top of the table is a commercial-grade microwave oven. It is significantly larger than newer home models.
計画は計画だ。8号機の調整以外に何があるというのか。
The plan, as in the plan, obviously, I'm talking about perfecting gadget number 8.
ああ、そのこと。いきなり計画とか言うから何事かと思った。
Oh, that. How was I supposed to know what you meant?
そろそろお前との付き合いも3年半ほどになる。
We've known each other for what? 3 years now? We went to high school together, and now we're going to the same university. We share an inseparable bond, like prison cellmates. He's only been a lab member for 2 months, though.
高2の時はクラス別でほとんど喋んなかったじゃん。だから実質2年半じゃね？
We were in different classes junior year, and actually we didn't talk at all. So 2 years?
細かいことはどうでもいい。それほどの付き合いの長さなのだから、いい加減俺の会話についてこられるようになってくれ。
Details. The point is, we've known each other a long time. I expect you to keep up with me here.
それは無理。
N-O-P-E. Dot dot dot. Awkward silence. Man, all I wanted to do was have one of those cool cryptic conversations where we talk about plans and preparations and other important sounding stuff, but no one knows what it means except for us. Shot down again.
それで、8号機の不調の原因究明は進んだか？
So, are we any closer to figuring out what's wrong with gadget number 8?
いやまだ。
Not yet. So far, the Future Gadget Laboratory has completed a total of 8 inventions. Oh look, you see the top page? The About Lab? Future Gadgets. Phoenix? PBS? I think that's supposed to be pronounced Phoenix. I think they spelled it wrong. Link, homepage. As I explained to Alpaca Man, the lab's primary goal is to develop weapons for the war against the Dark Dominions, led by the organization that rules the world from the shadows. At present, we haven't completed any inventions of that sort. On the contrary, we haven't even figured out what we should make. But along the way, we have managed to create some ingenious futurist gadgets as a byproduct of our research. It is a fundamental truth of science that great inventions are often created by accidents. In other words, serendipity. Allow me to introduce our glorious future gadgets. Gadget number 1, the bit particle cut. Gadget number 2, the bamboo helican. Gadget number 3, could this be Ora Ora? Gadget number 4, mod snake. Gadget number 5, once again, I made a worthless object by Goemon. Number 6, the Saya Loom Saber. Gadget number 7, ghost in the ball. You can also be seen on the website Darwin made, so feast your eyes upon the products of a mad scientist genius. Anyway, our current problem is future gadget number 8, the phone wave, name subject to change. Phone wave is a pretty weak name, so I've added name subject to change to the end until we come up with something better. For the record, it was Mariu's idea, not mine. When a future gadget is complete, the 3 of us discuss what to name it. I prefer names based on mythology, or names with hidden meanings that need extra explanation to understand. Naru thinks my naming style is too ridiculous. He just doesn't have a passion for the words like I do. Mayuri can't be bothered to remember difficult names. She says they don't fit in her head. And so, our opinions on gadget names are always split. But I disagree. The phone wave, name subject to change, is in short a remote control microwave. You put food into the microwave before you leave, and on your way back, call the attached cell phone to start the heating process. Voila! Hot food ready for arrival. So it's basically a piece of junk. A few days ago, however, we discovered that the phone wave, name subject to change, had a second unintended capability. Our brave, or possibly just did see, Mayuri had made it a daily routine to heat some frozen fried chicken by remote control. Long story short, she was defrosting her beloved juicy chicken number 1, as usual when the unexpected happened. The chicken came out more frozen than when she put it in. The microwave refroze the chicken. So then, Dara and I have been searching for the cause.
マユ氏がやった状況を再現して何度も実験したけど、冷凍できたりできなかったりだし。
We tried copying what Mayushi did, but we just can't reproduce the freezing phenomenon.
バナナを冷凍してみようとしたら、さらにへんてこなことになったし。
And when we tried to freeze the banana, it turned out really weird.
さっぱりわかんねえ。
I just don't get it. Dara, now looking completely fed up with the heat, starts fanning himself with his shirt. I know what he means by really weird. Let's see. If we can't make it happen again. Mayuri, bring forth the banana. Are you gonna turn them to Gale Bananas again?
前から気になってたけどさ、マユシ。ゲルバナって略さないでくんない？
That's been bugging me, Mayushi. Can you stop calling them Gale Bananas?
だってね、ゲルバナはゲルバナだもん。
But Gale Bananas are Gale Bananas. I take the banana from Mayuri and stick the whole bunch into the phone wave. Name subject to change.
なんでいつも一房丸ごと入れるの？
Why do you have
ないよ。
Why do you have to use the whole bunch? It's a waste of food.
ケチケチしていては機関との戦いに勝利することなどできんぞ。
Your stinginess could cost us the battle with the organization.
勝たなくてもいいよ。あのね、バナナはマユシーが買ってきてるんだからね。おかげでマユシーはちっともバナナが食べられません。
That's fine with me. Mayushi always buys the banana, and now Mayushi can't eat a single one.
次からは1本ずつ使うことも検討しておこう。
Next time, we'll only do one banana. But I already put the whole bunch in, so I ignore her hungry complaint. The phone weight, named subject to change, is simple to use. It's a microwave with a phone taped on it. The number is already in my address book. I just need to call the phone wave. Now, where did I put my phone? Check my pants and coat pocket. Now, where did I put my phone? I check my pants and coat pocket. Now, where did I put my phone? I check my pants and coat pocket. Let's press the phone trigger button and call the cell phone and make a call to the phone wave named subject to change. It allows to confirm the control setting from configure of the system menu. Now, where did I put my phone? I check my pants and coat pocket. Where's the phone trigger button? What is that? Okay, but how do I find what it is? Phone triggers button. Okay, he's saying that, but I don't know what to press. I'm pressing, oh! Let's see. Where do I get the phone trigger button? Nope. Wait, cancel? How do I go back? Nope, 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 nope. Let's see. Phone trigger. I don't understand. What am I... Phone triggers button to call the cell phone. Make call to the phone wave. So apparently I'm supposed to call the cell phone? How do I call the cell phone? Oh, here it is. Never mind. Figured it out. There we go. I'm connected. Holy cow.
RENG こちらは電話レンジかっこ仮です。
This took me a while to figure it out. Holy cow. Hello. This is the phone wave. Name subject to change. This is the voice of Mayushi Guidance, the system daughter program to operate the phone wave.
マユシーの声聞こえてきた？
Do you hear Mayushi's voice?
少
Yes.
し黙れ。マユシーガイダンスが聞こえなくなる。
I'm trying to listen.
こちらからタイマー操作ができます。
You can operate the timer from this menu.
シャープボタンを押した後、温めたい秒数をプッシュしてください。
After pushing down the hashtag button, please enter the heating and time in seconds.
例えば、1分ならシャープ60。
Oh, for example, pressing hashtag 60 for 1 minute.
2分ならシャープ120です。
For 2 minutes, press hashtag 120. Entering the command properly will cause the phone wave name subject to change to function like a normal microwave. Instead, we're going to deliberately mess up and enter 120 hashtag. Wait, do I have to press it? Oh. Holy cow, this is awesome. Hashtag. That should do it. This method was originally a simple mistake on Mariu's part, but somehow starts the freezing process. The phone wave, named subject to change, comes to life. The turntable begins to rotate.
綺麗なターンテーブルだろう。普段と違って逆回転してるんだぜそれ。
Nice turntable, right? It's even spinning backwards.
何？逆回転？
Backwards? I never noticed that.
そこに重大な意味があるかもしれない。量子の触れ合いにも影響してくる問題であり、運動の規則を導入して。
That might have been serious implications if we look at quantum critical behavior driven by Hund's rule.
あるわ。ねえよ。
Yeah. No.
ないか。
Not Hund's rule.
ないね。
Nope.
そうか。
Okay. The three of us wait and stare at the spinning banana. After 120 seconds pass, the microwave chimes. Mayuri takes the banana out.
ゲルバナの出来上が
Gale bananas are ready! Whoa. The bananas have become not bananas. Gelatinous blob coats with a thin membrane. Holy cow. After Mayuri discovered that the phone wave named subject to change had a freezing function, we attempted to freeze a bunch of bananas. This is what happened. It just gets more confusing each time.
ダルよ。このバナナ、食べてみようとは思わないか思うはずだ。我らの理念達成の犠牲となり散ったダルに敬礼。
Daru, you wouldn't mind eating one of these, would you? Of course you wouldn't. It's for science. Your sacrifice will forever be remembered.
すげえまずそうじゃん。
They look really
味
nasty.
は関係ない。食べることに意味があるのだ。
The taste does.
遠慮することはない。
あ
骨は拾ってやるから思い切ってずずいと行くがいい。
The taste doesn't matter. What matters is that you eat it. So come on, Daru. No need to be shy. Break a leg or a stomach and go for it.
いらね。
No way.
ではマユリ、お前にその名誉を譲ろう。
Fine. Mayuri, the honor shall be yours.
り。なんかね、ゲルバナは中身がデロデロでブニュブニュだったよ。
But Gale bananas are all gloopy, droopy, soft, and squishy. Wait, she already tried one?
味もしないし、全然美味しくなかった。
It had no flavor and wasn't tasty at all.
デロデロでブニュブニュか。ダルよ、どう思う？
Gloopy, droopy, soft, and squishy. Daru, what do you think?
ブニュブニュバナナか。ブニュブニュのバナナ。
Soft and squishy bananas. Huh. Soft and squishy banana.
マユシ、あなたのバナナ、ブニュブニュだねって言ってみて。
Maishi, say your banana's all soft and squishy for me.
ダルくん、ダルくん、鼻血出てる。
Daru-kun, your nose is bleeding.
いいから言ってみてください。お願いします。
Please, just say it.
あなたのバナナ、ブニュブ。
Your
言
banana
わせ
is
るな
all.
低能が。
Don't make her say that, you perv. Daru retreats after I hit him with a tissue box. Mario looks at us with an instant smile. She doesn't get it, obviously. Anyway,
ゲル状になったということは反固形。すなわち、分子同士の結びつきが弱くなっている可能性がある。
they're gelatinous, a semi-solid state of matter. In other words, there's a possibility that the intermolecular bonds were weakened. Alright, well, I guess this is where I'm just going to stop here for this episode. Or at least, I think the good news about it this time is we got a bit more farther compared to last time. So, we were introduced to gadget number 8, the microwave. And see, there's a phone right here where apparently you contact it. And the microwave is supposed to start when you contact it. And then it's supposed to finish when the second you get back. So, apparently, it kind of doesn't really work that well. So, yeah. So, I guess that's it for this episode. You know, like and subscribe. And then I'll do part 3 at some point. Who knows? But I will do it at some point. So, yeah. See you guys later. And hopefully I can do a longer one this time. Maybe. So, yeah. Later.